Oh, hi, I didn't see you come in. Hey, it's time for Tinker Tailor's Solar Fry here in the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. My name's Ian, and I don't have a desk right now, which is kind of a problem. But if you remember a few episodes back, I did some work on a, well, on this little friend here. The Humanscale, I can't even remember the name of the chair. Yeah, the Freedom Task chair with headrest and all good stuff. They're great chairs. I love them, and they're well warranted, and they'll help you out if you've got problems fixing your thing. Not too difficult to take apart, not too difficult to put back together, and really repairable, which is something that I really like. So let me just get in a little bit closer here to you to say hi. Hey, how's it going? So we got talking with the people over at Humanscale after the show, because they tuned in and saw the shenanigans, and they said, "Hey, how would you like a table?" And I said, "Yes, I would. I would very much like a table." So Humanscale sent me one of their float tables to put together and review. So yeah, let's get this out of the way first of all. Here, this is Hash Brown sponsored content. This is a piece of equipment from the Humanscale Corporation sent to me for the purposes of review. And boy, howdy, are we going to review it today, from soup to nuts. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think, so far. We got some friends from Humanscale in the channel, and at least they mentioned they were going to stop by later today. But in not in return, but just because we've put together a little something for y'all. Let me no, you know what? Didn't add it to this one. Let me meet you down here. Hi. Yeah. If you folks at home are at all interested in picking up something from the Humanscale Corporation, double audio. Wait a second. No, there should only be the audio. Okay, echo. This is not good. This is not good. How do I fix? Oh, I know how it fixes that. Hold on, wait a second. You can't have double E. That's not good. That's not okay. Unhide all. Aha! iOS camera. You're not allowed to show people audio. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, like I was saying, we got a coupon for you. That coupon is WFH25-LRR. WFH, work from home 25-LRR will get you 25% off things at the Humanscale store until the end of January. So, command coming soon. Perfect. Thank you, Julia Mon. Okay. What say y'all? Shall we get to putting this together? There's a lot of table here. Let's start by bringing down the large boy from off screen. Sliding it. Oh, good God. Do I have the room for this? I hope so. Oh. Perfect. God help me if I've got this on the wrong side to start with. So let's crack into it, shall we? You know, the human store. They sell things scaled for humans, not made of humans. In fact, just going through some of the F's and B's here before the show, one of the things I like about, let's put that coupon code away, because that's huge. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's just get the box off here. Come on. So much tape. It's well packaged, at least, and well shipped. And I've been sitting on this for a week now because I have because timing doesn't always line up. All right. Oof. Come on. There we go. Whew. I didn't think this was going to be as difficult as I thought it was. Yeah, Sarah Markov, I was quite happy that they're willing to take us all the way to the 25% mark. They are a spendy company to buy things from. Yeah, we're going to box cutter into this, but very lightly, so as not to disturb the inners, which I believe is the... Okay. We're making progress. Just off screen. I feel the table. Much like the cosmos, it is with me. So let's just put it down on the ground. This room is a lot smaller than it seems when you're working. Oh, Nelly! So this is the top. Walnut brown pilot holes. I just realized, having read the instructions beforehand, that we're going to need a drill. Thankfully, I thought ahead for this. So let's throw this up against the wall for the moment, because we'll need to come back to that once we've got the legs assembled. Now, why is it called a float table? Well, you have probably already answered that question for yourself if you're curious, because you've probably gone to their website. If you're not familiar, or you haven't, a float table is a sit-stand table, which is something that I am very excited to have at home. I've had sit-stand tables at a couple of workplaces before, and I've never really liked them. Ugh. The reason being is that a lot of the sit-stand tables, well, let's start off with the basis as to why they're good. A sit-stand table will allow you to, well, not allow you to, but it gives you the option to change your work position throughout the day, which is important because sitting for long periods of time can cause all sorts of health issues or aggravate pre-existing ones. Case in point, I have a rather large herniated disc in my back, and it was causing some sciatic pain quite a bit for a while. So I ended up moving to sitting on a ball for a while. And very gingerly, working on standing at my desk more if I could. I eventually bought a ball to sit on, which was turned out to be a very good choice. I think these things slide out of here then. Ooh, a box of holding. I hope there's air inside. Actually, you know what? Let's find out. Let's unbox this air. Straight from the Humanscale factories in, I want to say New York State, but it might be New Jersey. Please correct me if I'm right or wrong. Okay, let's have a look in here. Let's get a good huff of, Oh, that's what America smelled like 2 weeks ago. Ugh. Much fresher now, I'm sure. Right. So that's actually a good box. I'm going to keep that because that's going to be useful for shipping some stuff in future. We've got some nice... one of the other things that Humanscale purports to speak about on their website is their sustainability. And I'm looking through their packaging materials here, and this I think, don't eat it. Don't eat it. That was just to test its dissolvability, and that is cellulose. So starch, good stuff. Starch and cardboard, very recyclable. I'm gonna have to get this jacket off because it is too warm in here right now. More cellulose, cardboard and cellulose, biodegradable and or recyclable. Where would I lick that on the Turner likability scale? I'd say about a 3. It's quite a fun little thing to lick, anything cellulose made like that. Okay. Making sure I've got all of the stuff out of there. This is quite heavy, so this will be fun. Does this come out by itself? No. So we're just going to have to grip and rip. Okay, here we go. 2, 3. Whew! That's not going to be good for the back. All right. And hey, I think I opened the wrong side, friends, because the manual's down there. So if you decide to be like Ian, don't be like Ian. And open from the bottom, I guess? That might be my advice so far. Let's get that out of here too. Whew. Boxes and boxes. All right, let's have a look at our manual here. Just make sure to lift with your back in a jerking and twisting motion. Assembly instructions for Humanscale pre-drilled work surfaces. That's you. Install the float feet. Turn the float base upside down so that the center beam is on the floor while the float feet are being installed. Install the feet by lining up each of the 4 holes over the top of the legs. Important, the longer section of the feet must be in the same side as the spring tension min-max scale. Good, that's the front size. Use the 4 M8 long machine screws to secure each foot to the base frame in figure D. All right, let's start off with that. So, as I was mentioning, tried out some things. The ball helped a bit. It didn't really help as much as just completely babying my back for an entire year. But once I got off the ball, I was expecting, to get into a chair because I was starting to work at office places again, not from home. And thought, oh well, it's gonna come back. And then I got myself the Humanscale chair, and the sciatica didn't return. And that tells me that there's something about that chair which is good for at least my back specifically. So that's kind of when I became a bit of a, that's when I became the Desert Bus Humanscale booster that you know and love there. And then getting back to the desks themselves, they always had a number of problems with them that kept them from being good specifically for me. They would be really slow to raise or lower because they're electronic. They wouldn't get high enough or low enough because I'm a huge human being. They looked terrible, which, as an aesthete, actually matters to me. And so when I got to reading about the options of these tables, they use what are called a counterbalance mechanism, which I understand means that there's a weighted spring in here that's going to keep things in balance and make it easy to raise or lower things as you go, and use the raising and lowering. And use it more often throughout the day, and I'm really looking forward to trying that out. Where are we saying here? Greypelt says, Graham said you were so excited to get this desk that you sold your old desk quickly and had to use the dining room table. That is indeed true, Greypelt. I kind of misinterpreted how long it would take to sell a desk. It turns out shorter time than you may think. So, we're going to get all the pieces here. Okay, here's the hardware. The big old, these must be the large-esque machine bolts. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then here are the rest of the screws and other sundry etceteras. It's BC. Somebody bought that desk to subdivide into combos. No, I sold it for not much at all, actually. Probably a lot less than I could have, but it went to a young student who was building his first PC the day after, and I thought, oh, this is... kid, you're going to have such a good time and a long life with that desk. I was the IKEA jerker, but hopefully, not even hopefully, I'm sure that this one's going to provide me with an equal or greater amount of time in terms of how long. Okay, so the meter is on this side. Let me just tip that over so you can see it as is. It goes from minimum to maximum. That's the tension. Warning, do not pre-tension. Full installation is required before tension application. Good. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if any of it was going to be exposed, and it is. Hold on a second to let me get some of this plastic off here, and we'll show you what's going on underneath here. Kind of. Okay. Let's throw this around here. Don't want to mark anything up. So let's put that up there and then bend it over just a bit. You know what? I'm just going to take you on an adventure. No, we're just going to move this here. Yeah, that's correct. Just tip that there a bit. Can you see inside there? Those are the tensioned cables, and it looks like some sort of a tensioned tape, or just a tape itself that maybe isn't tensioned. But that's the mechanics in there, and that is pretty interesting. I'm impressed with that. I'm always impressed with simple and mechanical engineering that works well. And again, that's something that the website highlights, is that these tables are built with Humanscale's commitment to sustainability through sustainable materials. So they apparently use a certain amount of recycled steel in their builds, and it is all steel as well. All recyclable there. And also a minimum of parts. So no less than what's needed, which makes them easier to repair and less resource intensive to make. And I really appreciate this. You're at 15 with this desk. Okay, 15 years, that's good. That's a good amount of time. Yeah, I picked up, the last desk was the Jerker, and that was in 2008 when I returned from Japan. So that's, yeah, just over 13 years, roughly. Roughly 13 years, let's say. Okay, friends, let's get some bolting going, which means I'm going to need a hex driver in 3/16? No. Are those pre-drilled metal inserts? We don't have those. There's no pre-drilled holes. Did I get the wrong instruction here? No, I think it's correct. Yeah, there we go. Ah, there we go. Yeah, all good, all good. Okay, M8. Long machine screws. Which means I need to get my X drivers. Here we go. Yeah, this is a lot of plastic packaging, but thankfully it's mostly film. It'd be nice to see that go in a different direction, maybe with a little bit of rice paper, but there could be a reason for it. I think that is that's an M5. Perfect. That's the one I need. Let's crack that open. What are my thoughts on Honey Heist? I know you were very excited for it. It was a lot of fun, Locos. I mean, it's not every day you get to play a role-playing game with one of your media heroes. So, and if I had told young Ian that he'd be playing role-playing games with the current chief engineer of the at the time running Star Trek, that would have been. He wouldn't believe me. You still have trouble believing the rest of what's going on in the world right now, but there we go. All right. So that's on there relatively. Let's get it finger tight and then give it a slight tighten. Now, what does it say here? Doesn't give me any information as to how hard I'm supposed to torque these bolts. So, oh yeah, no, Anthony Rapp was an absolute gem to work with and was going at full tilt from the get-go, and I was taken aback, and much respect, Anthony. The only thing I wish I had more time was just more time to hang out with the guy. Okay. XL Gold. No, well, I mean we're I don't know how famous we are, but it was Michelle Rapp that asked Anthony if he wanted to be on the show, and he said yes. That was it. The end. And yeah, super famous off Broadway, etc. Ooh, I want to look down these legs. I want to have an X-ray of these legs. Now, here's the thing. I would love to get into this table and have a look inside, unscrew it, but it's currently working, which tells me that I shouldn't go poking around inside things too much. But if things go wrong, then guess who's going to do the repairs themselves, if at all possible. Okay, yeah, this is super easy to assemble so far, and I'm not worried. I'm just, I'm worried I'm not going to eat up enough time assembling it is the problem. Okay, here we go. Next step, installing the float wing brackets. I have nothing of note to say about these brackets, other than that they are packed in bubble wrap. Ooh, wow, no, I've got lots to say about these brackets now. Check out the countersinking on that. That's thoughtful. That's thoughtful engineering. Okay. Sulfarum, going back to your question about Humanscale wouldn't want me showing off their trade secrets. I mean, that assumes that I'm able to understand how it works myself too. But it is apparently also a patented technology. Okay, here comes the fun part. One of them is marked right, one of them is marked left. They are currently stage correct, so right is on your right-hand side, left is on your left-hand side. But the desk is currently upside down, so excuse me while I do some mental and physical gymnastics to figure out which side goes where. So here we are, looking at this. So this is the right-hand side, so we need that there, and left here. Good. Got it taken care of. Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. I could just look up, if it's patented, I can just look up the patent. And see patent hands. Installing the float wing brackets. Turn the float base back up so that it rests on its feet. Well, why did I do this then? There are 2 machine screws on each end of the center beam, figure A. Remove the lower screws on each end and set them aside. Warning, do not unscrew the upper screws as it will cause misalignment of the center beam. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. All right, let's get this flipped up, shall we? Ooh, there we go. Let's bring that forward so you can all see what's about to happen. Let's clear out some of the debris here. I like a nice clean work surface. One moment. Only slightly parched. Okay, so left is that side, right is this side. Start by, so do not loosen this screw, ever, but do the bottom one. So we're going to do the bottom one. Let's push it over here. Same size. Yeah, I'm so far really happy with the solidness of this base. Apparently, or at least according to, again, their the product information, these bases will also work with your own stop. Or your own top. Why did I say stop? There you go. Oh, Bob, be my guest. I'd be happy to have that character show up in other options or other places. How does this attach now? The machine screws are the same ones on the same side as the min-max. Okay, so good, that side. All right. All right. Aha! I figured it out. So this goes here. That goes down there. Well, how does that work unless... Aha! It's underneath. Clever. And... No, that doesn't work at all either. Definitely has to be on top. But that, ooh boy, that's going to be a tight fit. Are we sure that's how it's supposed to work? Okay. All right, let me bring around a camera here so you all can see. We're just going to make this big here for a second and bring you on a journey. So here's the side. This is the screw that I took out. It goes just there. Kind of cool, right? Yeah. This is the wing. It's going to sit... You want the hole to match up there. And this matches up nicely on top, but it feels like that just might not be doing that right there. So let me just check. Wrong sides? Nope, that is the correct side. Left is left and right is right. So let's what do we do here? Let's check the other side and see if we have the same problem. Because if we do, then we know that something might be amiss there. Yep, that does also bang up against that. So what's the deal here? Let's go back to the manual and have ourselves a little look. Oh, let's bring back the wide shot a bit. Let's widen it up for a moment. Oop, there we go. That provides a bit more bit more stuff. Oh yes, yes, it wouldn't be a stream without Abby's clown, would it? Do not loosen the top screw. Definitely goes on top. Using the machine screw removed in step B, install each wing bracket on its respective table side by screwing the machine screw through the wing bracket and back into the center beam figure B, the way one would. And then install the two slots, C, slot-headed. Aha, these friends down here, I assume. Well, maybe it just needs a bit of force, is that all? I hope not. That's the wrong side. This is the correct side. This is not supposed to not be there. That's for certain. But it looks like it just barely is going to fit. Oh, this is tight. This is tight as balls, but that's, I think, how you do it. Okay, let's thread it and hope. Rubber mallet time. Real Gamer Cow, you might not be wrong about that. It might be time to just go get the, not rubber, but we've got a wooden mallet here, which does a good job of that. But yeah, this is not going to go anywhere. Actually, what I might do is use these screws as added leverage if I can. Maybe add a little of the Schwartz. Wow, good. Always a good time for Spaceballs ref. This is a different sized screw, but all right, let's push down on that. And just hope we get the thread in. Not yet, but close. Whoop. There we go. That felt like that bit. It did not bite. Ooh, there we go. That feels like that's a thread lock. Nope, still not quite there. Jigus. Or Jigan, I guess. All right. Any advice for me? Who's got advice for me? Oh, okay. Wait. There we go. That's a thread. Okay, let's engage that a bit more. Whoa, that is not going anywhere. Okay, and then let's finish screwing that side in. Then we're going to need to get the other little one. Let's unscrew, loosen that side a bit. Okay. And then hope we get that nicely threaded. In she goes. getting a bit sweaty in here. I don't want to open the door because I don't want to ruin the sound quality, but oh no, am I cross-threading? I don't want to be cross-threading, that's for sure. All right, let's undo this and just have a look again here at what's going on. Because I don't want to do this incorrectly. This is a nice desk after all. Okay, there we go. Those are fine. Let's see if we can't get this a little bit more accurately lined up. Let's make sure it's going in good and straight. Good and straight. There we go. There we go. That's nice and straight. Okay, and then we're going to bring this up to this position and just give it a good Andrew Yang. Come on. Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to go get the rubber mallet, or the mallet. Whew. Don't go away. Here we go. The wooden mallet's at work, and by work I mean the moon base. So here's the dead blow rubber mallet. And that's doing it just the way we need it to. Just a little more. There we go. And that gets things into the position we had them before. Everything's fine, nothing is broken, and everything is in place. One hopes. Precision engineering. I guess this is one of those reasons why you pay for assembly at an office supply store. Oh, this is not coming apart, which is good, because it shouldn't have to ever come apart. Okay. Oh, hey. Y'all didn't see this, which is a fun little piece of addition. Boop. Boop. Warning! Do not attempt to remove or alter any part of this product or in any way modify or tamper with any component of this product. Doing so may result in property damage, serious injury, or death. Modifying or tampering with any part of this main product will render the warranty void. Well, that's an important note too. Also, boy, it's been a while since I've had a desk that had a warning that was as strong as the one on the back of a cathode ray tube. Does it say warning Ian or just warning? Whew, you know, they really should be very clear with that. But yeah, you are right, Lord Zerk. Springs can be intensely dangerous. And I think that's probably why they've got that warning in there. But good to know that I'm not supposed to get inside it, no matter how much I might want to. All right. Now we just got to keep on wrenching on it, because high tension are icky. Do not have relations with the desk. I mean, what happens between a man and his desk is, I mean, when you stream on Twitch, what happens between a man and his desk is usually quite often on the screen, which is what's going on right here. Oh yeah, the space heaters. I mean, anything that could potentially burn a person's house down, I'm pretty sure they definitely want to cover with as many warnings as possible, just to avoid any possible liability there. I was going to say, thankfully, there's nothing that can burn down in Humanscale's catalog, but that is, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say this on a stream. They do make electronics, is what I'm actually trying to say. Not that I think any of their stuff would burn down my house, but electronics are electronics, and they can sometimes do a thing. Okay, that is one side of this very, very stable wing, I want to say. Let's go bring on over wing number 2 and bring back the face cam. Whoop! Bring back, come on back. Jackhammers include a sign not for dental use, please. Why you gotta do a thing, New Zealand? Why you gotta be away? Whew. So what is a float table? Joseph Death, a float table is, in fact, yes, the brand name of the sit-stand desks from Humanscale. And they are non-electric. They use a tension spring system to keep the desk able to be easily adjusted. Oh yeah, this one's going to be exactly the same style of problems. Well, not problems, just tight tolerances. So let's see here. Oh, one side's always going to have a bad time. It's neat. I wonder how smooth the action. Well, Joseph, Death, that's what we're going to find out today. Did you loosen the screw but not remove? No, I did not loosen the screw, and there's a good reason for that, Street Rack. It's because of the... Let me just use another camera here. Oh, nope, that's not going to work. It's because of the bit in the instructions that specifically states... up here... No, wait. Right there. Warning! Do not loosen this screw. Otherwise, I would have had exactly the same thoughts. No, you're down there. Otherwise, I would have had exactly the same thoughts you would. But my thought is that, yeah, if you do that, it might throw the whole thing out of alignment, and I don't want that. At least that's what the instructions say. And while I don't always agree with the instructions, it's always good to start that way. All right. Ah, you're looking at the manual for a different desk then. Well, I appreciate you playing along at home. All right, we've got this set up here that we can now bash it to fit. Yep, it's that one screw. So let's give this another calibrated tap. Ow, 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 shall we? There we go. That's in place. Nothing is bent that shouldn't be. And the top looks mighty good. One of the things I made at work has been moving part that is tensioned by 2 constant tension springs. Oh, is that one of those, what do you call them? Pre-tensioned, which is exactly the words you're using. Cantilevered structures or sculptures? Soul, that sounds great. Yes, please. I would love to see those patent filings. For those just joining me, oof. Much smoother on this side. But yeah, definitely I would revise the instructions on this and add a small proviso that says you may need to apply some force to get these over the bolts. Because it's either the bolts, they're that kind of one that has threading on the side of them for you to be able to hand tighten. These are not hand tightenable in this state, but the brackets are a bit big for getting over the bolt. What's my Twitter? iHorner. Okay. Very similar, but very different from another one. If brute force doesn't work, you're not using enough of it. That does sound like something Cameron would say. Okie dokie, I'm just about buttoned up here, which means that we're just about to the stage where we get to put the top on, which is going to be an exciting time in every young man's life when they get to put on the top of their desks. Ooh, man, intricate mechanisms inside. Okay, just a few more turns of this wrench from a terrible angle, and then we're in business. All right, and now just a bit more. One more half turn, and I think, or quarter turn rather, and I think we should be there. Okay, let's call that a day. That seems stiff, safe, and in position. All right. You know what? This seems like a auspicious time for... Hey, folks. This seems like an auspicious time for us to take our first break. So I'm going to send us to the commercial zone. We're going to move around in a way that's different than we're doing right now. I'm going to cycle the fluids, and we'll be back with more Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, building and reviewing this Humanscale float table in just a few. Do not go away. Where is my keyboard? And Hey everyone! Welcome back to Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry here on the mighty Loading Ready Run video entertainment program. Network, the Let's Try program on Loading Ready Run, yada 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 yada. Today we are trying to put together a Humanscale float table, a brand new desk that was sent to me very graciously by the Humanscale Corporation for purposes of review and building on stream. So we've got that hash brown sponsored content, just so you know. But also just so you know, this is the in a way, he's not going to drop anything for people who he doesn't like their products of and hasn't tried their products. And boy, oh boy, do I like their chairs. So that's why I was excited to try the desk. Yeah, we have assembled the base. This is the technical part, the difficult part. Let's hope. And up next is when we're going to go ahead and put the top on. So let's get ourselves ready for that, shall we? Next step is going to be putting the work surface face down, and then we're going to put the big ol' legs, the leggies on top of it. So we need to make some space. Let's do it. Let's put that over there. There's one of those screws that's loose. I don't like that. Okay. Let's see. Let's push this chair into Corey's desk. Move the leggies back. And then let's move the mallet. Oop, try not to disturb the downstairs neighbors. Boy, oh boy, so much dust from New Jersey. I even vacuumed for you here before we did the show. Alrighty. So I think. No, I don't know at all which side is which on this, but they've got pre-drilled holes everywhere, every whichwhere. So I guess let's have a look here. See if there's a way that we can know. All right. Ensure all mounting holes on the float base line up with the pre-drilled metal inserts on the underside of the work surface. Well, that's... So I'm betting that these holes here are for the float mechanism itself. Ah! Aha! 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 And these are probably pre-drilled holes for a keyboard tray of some sort, should I want to add that as an option. So that means that the side that is facing me is front? Yes. Yes, it is. Has to be. So let's very carefully get behind this. Tip it forward a bit. Shimmy the legs back. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's an interesting balance. Shimmy those legs back a bit more. Yee. There we go. One back, the other back. Manual doesn't say it needs two people, so I'm not going to use two people. And then very lightly lay that down. Okay. Let's get our shoes off. Shoes, or rather slippers, let's be honest. These swippies. All right, now we're starting to see. Aha! I have found the holes on this side. These three holes appear to line up. So let's move that there. Lift with the back. Okay, two there, two there, two there, two there. I think I have figured it out. Maybe not. No, those pre-drilled holes were in the correct space. Okay, there. There. Good. That all looks correct. Just remember, tinkering with Canadian healthcare system is probably not content Graham would approve of. We'll do our best. Okay, where does my... What does this say to me? All the mounting holes on the float base line up. With the float base in position, use the 12 small screws to max show. All right, well, we've got those and those. That's good. That, I've got one hole lining up here. Oh, and there's one there. So now I've got something. This needs to go up that way. Bit, no, yep. Lift and move, okay, good. Good, aha! We're starting to see holes where there should be holes. Mostly the big holes, it looks like, are the ones that we want. Okay. This side needs to go up a bit. Too far. Bring it back in. Regardless, I think we might be missing one pre-drilled hole. Nope, it's there. It's just in the wrong space. Phooey. Phooey. Yep, that's the right space, but the wrong... All the other holes are off. So, bit of a disappointment there, but not something we can't live with. I can always pre-drill a pilot hole, is what I'm saying. I'm not... But it's honestly a bit surprising that everything else seems to be in just the perfect spaces. Except for this one hole! One hole! Alright, have you got a square to check the angle of my brackets? I mean... Yeah, it matters. You're right. You're mad. Actually, if you look at page 11, there is no page 11, Lord Jerk. All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go get the square just for fun. Let's see what happens when I square this up. And why do I have a drywall square in my front closet? Shut up. That's why. No, this was inherited from my father when they moved, and now it lives with me. Let's move the tabletop back a bit. Okay. I mean, that's pretty damn square. If you ask me, I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Oh, what? There you are. Where was my drink? It was over there. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to have to draw a... Can you show the front page, please? Yeah, installation manual. For a... Installation manual when using a Humanscale work surface with pre-drilled metal inserts. I don't think these are the metal inserts. These are pre-drilled hole inserts. Ah, yes, sorry. The first page is actually, for me, is the second page. It's simply for Humanscale pre-drilled work surfaces. Yep. Yep, it's every one of these holes is in the line where they should be. In fact, you know what? Hold on a second. I can show you because we have this camera. Or at least I can show portions of it. So, you can see there, that one's good. That one's good. Those two are just fine. These two are good too. The only one is that one over there. If I can get it to focus. Is not, the hole is just past the edge, or is it in there right now? God, if it's there right now, I'm going to be a mighty cranky kitty. No, you were seeing a shadow. It is not there. Good. I was correct. Okay. Checking the angle of the wing brackets in case that might be the reason why the hole is misaligned. No, those seem straight AF as well, in a way that's, and it would be weird for one of them to be off and not the other, is my key. Regardless, this is going to be, I think this is going to be fine the way it is. Perfect. Where was I going with that? Right, I forgot to mention off the top of the show, if you like what you see here, well, if you like what you see here in terms of the show, please feel free to donate here at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, or you can go to the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, which helps us keep the lights on and do everything that we love doing for you. But if you like what you see here, and also there, get yourself, and you want to treat yourself to a nice chair or table or what have you, you of course can use the code, which is only on Booth right now. No, it's over here. Where did I put it? Coupon! Haha! WFH25-LRR, and that will get you 25% off anything in the Humanscale store until the end of January. Yeah, they make some really interesting monitor arms as well, with some good good bases in them. They got the audio and the USB in there too. They actually have recently partnered with Razer as well, which surprised the heck out of me and made some quite handsome mice. Now that said, I have to, what font is that? Roman Goro, that is a F1 font. It was one of the only non-default Microsoft fonts I had on this machine currently, so you know, you get what you get and you don't be upset. Gonna see if I can just sneak this to the right just a bit. Just to be able to get as many of the holes in as I can into a screw plane. That one looks good, that one looks good. So close for that other hole too. I'm only a little bit angry. But yeah, one hole we can deal with. Yeah, where was I going with that? I was going to put these screws in here. Just use impact like the rest of us cool kids. Never! Never! We need these ones, these 12 long, not long boys, these are the pointy boys. Ooh, hey, nice. Frustration-free packaging. Or they're just scored their plastic properly. This is, I believe, where we need the drill. So I'm going to get that drill just from off screen here. The old handy Clark Princess Auto Special. Get the bit holder for that, and we're going to need a good, strong Phillips head for that. Strength in numbers. All right. Okay, what's the best screw head you think for this? That's too big. That's just right. Let's hope it doesn't snap. And where is power? There's power. Right by the fake monitor that I had for that opening bit, which I hope you all appreciated. All right, let's move this, and boy oh boy, let's commit to the bit. Here goes screw number 1, friends. That's in it to win it. Just a bit more reach there on the screwdriver. All right, let's send this one home here. Okay, let's not tighten these up yet until we get everything mostly in place. So that way we won't, that way we can move things, or it can move itself around until it gets nice and settled. I wish it wouldn't. The screws are very tight, and we'll hold on to the bit as they come out. So. Do just strip it. And again, like they mention on the website, you can just grab the base if you have a favorite tabletop that you like. You're not restricted to choices. Oh, come on, cord! Don't make me slide this table just a bit. Okay. Nope. Erg. Needs a bit more. Let's pull it back this way. Oh yeah, no, we're just attaching screws. Thank you, Lord Zerk, for giving people the what for there. Yeah, there's no way that's going in there into a pre-existing hole. Here we go. Partially in. Whoop. Let's get the one back behind the leg here. There's the hole. Partially in. 3 more to go, friends. Glad to have you here, Wallow. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, am I missing any screws? I would seem to have 1X. Nope, I don't. I have exactly the right number of screws. I just didn't do up here yet. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's loosely placed. And finally, gotta get this last one here, which, as we mentioned, is just out of the way. So we're just gonna go right into the wood. And that's it, Captain. Let's button it up. Whew. Bring these to tightness. Good. Good. Ah. Ah. Pushing too hard. Oh, well, when I have a screw left over and I can't figure out what it's from, sometimes there are companies that like to give you an extra screw just in case one gets lost during packaging or assembly. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen during assembly that can result in a lost or damaged screw. And if you've got at least just one extra in the packaging, sometimes that can be enough to make the difference. All right. That one's in there. Whew. Again, the sweatiness. Finally, we need to add the flappy paddle. Yay! That came apart in a way that I now need to deal with. Okay, how does this thing actually work? Aha, I think I figured it out there. Okay, now let's connect the... Nope. Whoop, flip that up. There we go. So that goes in there. Okay. Good, that's all... Oh! Oh no! I'm sure this is one of those things where if you've done it before, you know exactly what you're trying to do. But if you're me, aha. So that pulls it there. Okay, so chat, we've got a little bit of an issue here. Let me zoom in for you. So this bit, there we are. This bit came out of the device. And this is our tensioner for the spring device. And this needs to go into, I believe, this black piece has a slip fit on it. So let's see if we can't slip that little end there through the hole. Okay, pull this back until that reaches there. Then pre-tension the whole thing, pull it, unscrew that, pull that back such that, aha! Now everything is where it should be. Minimum of parts. Pull the lever up, and that pulls the cable. Perfect. We've now put it back together the way it was supposed to be. Don't move. From there, I'm going to zoom back out. That's the focus. There we go. Okie dokie. Now we need these 4 long friends. Let's hold that upside down, get the long friends through. Actually, let's just do the 2 diagonals, and that should get us in position. Thankfully, this portion of the build is rather well marked. All right, there we go. That's 2 in position. Let's tack them in. One tacked. That one's just right in there. Good. That'll hold the whole thing down while we get the rest of them in. Okay, feel around for the hole. I think we found it. And that one is just up there. Perfect. And let's pre-tension. Good. 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 And good. Okay, that can go down a little bit more, it looks like. There we go, which means so can this one. That means everything is nicely locked except for this one. Just a bit more. There we go. Now that's a good force. All right, so we've got some extra screws here that we don't necessarily need, because I don't think we need them at all. Shall we flip the table up? I think we shall. Well, let's pull it out from here a bit. And then let's zoom way out so we can get the full effect. Whoop, other way. There we go. All right, I'm going to flip it front towards you. Are you all ready? Up. Okay, that's nice. Let's pull it back. And then this is quite heavy, which is good for a desk. You don't want your desks flopping around. Do I have a straight shot? I do. There we go. And let's lift with the legs. Come forward. Avoid the noid. And down. That's nice. That feels real good. All right, let's pull it back. Good slide, good glide. Let's get a corner look right now to start with. We're not actually going to position it to its final home just yet, but I think we do want to have a bit of space for it. Okay. Well, lovely, absolutely lovely. Let's have a seat at our desk here, and let's turn off the face cam from down below there, because that's getting a bit weird, isn't it? All right, this is the desk. There's one more step we need to do, and I suppose I can actually, let's just bring it back here. Boop. Hey, friends. All right, let's have a look under here. Come with me, because we're going to come with me, and you'll see. Oh, wait, no, dang it, my cable's not long enough. Curses. That's the tensioner adjustment. Right now it's set at not, so it is not currently tensioned. But I do need to pull a pin out of the backside. So let's get that taken care of first, and then let's give it a sit-stand test, shall we? Get under here, and not on this side. Helpfully covered in tape so that you know. Oh, and it comes up with the tape. Good. This I'm going to hang on to because I assume this will Oh, you can't see me at all. Hang on to this, because this apparently is your moving key, and that will assist you in not having the table hop around when it's time to move it. Okay, let's take a half second to. I'm already happy, so you can see my legs at the proper 90-degree ergonomic height. I'm already happy because at the lowest level, I can get underneath this desk comfortably and kind of cross my legs, which is good enough. That's what I like. It's a problem I have with many desks because my butt needs to be so high off the ground in order to get that proper angle. But let's say I wanted to stand up. What's that look like? Well, interesting. It doesn't. Is there anything I need to do? Please check that the barrel adjuster on the back of the release paddle. Okay, that's the barrel release. That's the thing that I fixed. Let's, I guess, add some tension. Yeah, it might need some tension, Kevin. You're right there. So we got our tension adjuster, which is really just a long machined thing with a ball joint. A ball joint hex joint on the end, which appears to be, I'm going to say that's roughly 5/16 of an inch. So let's give it a crank up to let's say 20%. So there are two options for the crank. You can either get the crank permanently installed, such that it sits next to this handle here, and you can just pop it out and crank it up. That's an extra that I didn't feel the need to configure into this. I do appreciate that the laminate of the veneer, this walnut, goes all the way around the table, top and bottom. That's nice. And I do also appreciate a good. Okay, we're at 25%. I do appreciate a good walnut veneer, but I especially appreciate that this appears to be it's not glossy coated. This is just straight wood. It's got a really good feel to it. So let's see what happens. Push that button. Okay. Perhaps it needs more release. So let's turn that barrel connector. Well, this seems less than optimal. Not sure what to tell you there. Alrighty, what can we do? I get the feeling that it's just not releasing at all. Okay, that's... something's definitely pulling there. But is there a lock to prevent it from moving? Yes, Igneous. We took it out because it was time. Between 3/4 and 1/2 inch of metal thread showing. You will now find that the release lever engages. So let's go with a 1/2 inch. That's a lot. All right. Yep, that's just not engaging. Are there 2 locks? No, there should not be. Let's have a look around again the back here. And, yeah, there's no locks there. You can hear the spring, that's for sure. All right, what's your deal? I'm happy with... Well, okay. Do we have anyone here in the chat from the Humanscale Corporation? 'Cause that... Did your tampering with the switch loosen the mechanism at all? Probably shouldn't. I guess I'm going to unscrew that and have a look then, just to make sure, and then we'll see if we can actually release the mechanism at all. At all. Huh? Didn't expect to have to do troubleshooting tonight, but this is what we're here for, friends. Okay, down, out, 3, and let's hold that up, 4, okay. Let's get ourselves out of here. Let's have a look at the extraction mechanism. Yep, it's definitely pulling. But it doesn't sound like any, or feel, critically, it doesn't sound or feel like anything's engaging. Let's, let's pull this out of here and have a look at just pulling the mechanism ourselves. Let's see what happens. Because I don't want to pull hard enough that it's... Okay, here we go. I hear something there. Okay, something is clicking on and off inside there. That's good, I think. Okay, that should then... You know what, let's go to half. Let's see if there's more here. More tension that's needed. Or less tension? Yeah, less tension. Tension goes down, everything seems good. More tension. Everything is hard. This is a very tight spring, which is what you want. We're going all the way to 50% tension. Because apparently you shouldn't have to go much more than that ever, according to their facts. Okay. Huh. You can hear that mechanism though, can't you? Yeah, so that seems like that's locked down. And then click. Huh. I have a recording of the build to analyze. Oh no, the build and analyze is a different show on a different network. Also, it's over, if I recall. Okay, well I'm going to reassemble this in such a way that it will work. And then I'm going to click that through the bottom there. Whoop. Yep, get engaged. Wait, can I take that again? Okay, so that's everything's as it should be. Let's get about 1/2 inch of play there. Okay. That will lift, and that should Is that working as it's intended? No, that's not. Or is it? Yo, no, that's how it's supposed to work. So let's, I guess, yeah, let's bolt this back up and see what's going on. All right. I don't want to take these out and put these back in too many times because that's tough on screw holes in wood. Even well veneered wood. Ah! The Maricat's got the manual there, it looks like. Come on, come on. Ah! Ah! Please don't go in my shirt screw. That would be the worst. That would be so uncomfortable. And slight uncomfort is the worst possible thing for a gamer to feel. Okay, let's button them in. Well, ow. Other side as well. Squeaky. All right. Okay, we can hear that now. Okay. Does it try pushing down when pressing the paddle? Or does it say trying that? It does not, but we're going to try it. So let's push down. Did I miss any steps here at all? Let's have a quick look. Screws go in 2 feet. Screws go into feet. Turn back up so it's on its feet. Do not unscrew the upper screws. Remove only the lower screws. You have to add at least 30 pounds to the work surface before calibrating? Well, I mean, there's a difference between calibration and actually working, right? Like that to me, that to me says that 30 pound, it's able to launch 30 pounds straight up in its lowest configuration there. So let's see. Push down on the table. Mystic Dream. That's or Mist Dream. That's what we did. Push down. Release. Something's caught, and I don't know what. So I'm just making sure that I haven't Bob the Ninja Goldfish, yes, there is a single lock that you remove in step 8, which is currently here, not inserted into the thing. Yeah, it just goes up. Did I tighten the nut on the lever? You bet I did. It's a darn screw that fell out. That one might think that. So we did not unscrew the upper screw. We did remove the lower screws, and that was good. All good there. Is that the entire length of the lock? Yes, Saren, that's all that came out. Your instructions say not to remove the top screw. My instructions say loosen the top screw and remove the bottom. Yeah, this one said do not loosen the screw. So that was the instructions I took. And even so, that shouldn't affect the functioning as well. It gives exact measurements for the paddle tolerances. So the problem with that is that we can hear when we can hear it engaging underneath. But does it seem like the legs can collapse and expand at all? Yes, steel rack. I was able to, so I can push down on it, and you can see. Maybe you can't. Hold up. If I just push this back a bit. So just watch that corner there. There is some movement. So it's not like they're completely seized. To me, if I were to, in my expert opinion, I would say that there's probably something wrong with the mechanism that releases the springs. And so, just again, double checking here, do not over tighten the release paddle. We didn't do that. Okay, we could have done left-handed if we needed left. We don't. Carefully turn it so it's upright and ready to use. Remove the safety pin in the back. Done and done. You will now be able to operate your new float gently squeezing the release panel and supporting the work surface as you raise and lower it. Yep, Novel Junkie, we've loosened, we've adjusted the release paddle screw on the back. And it is now we have put it to the 3/4 and 1/2 inch metal thread exposure setting. Please check the barrel adjuster in the back of the release paddle. Done. Important, be aware that your newly purchased float table will hold a maximum of 130 pounds. Love the video on the website too, where they actually have the one of their female employees sitting on the desk. I'm like, that's not going to work here. Please contact customer service if you'd like to find out more information about how your float heavy duty kit that will increase the maximum strength weight load. Adding weight to the work surface. As you begin to add more weight, it will become more difficult, yada, yada, yada. Yep, I don't actually see anything there. Hold on. We're gonna try the bit where we put something heavy on the, well, not heavy, but a few pounds of something on the desk, and we'll see if that changes the equation at all. I'm just gonna grab a box from off screen, place it on top. All right, you now have some weight on you. What would you like to do? I almost wonder if it's just kind of jammed. I wonder if anything became disengaged when this came apart, because that would really suck if it did. I would assume the weight thing is so that you can calibrate. Yeah, that's exactly it, Bitecaster. They're supposed to be able to be just liftable and... Okay, for everyone telling me to check the release cable on the back of the adjuster, I have done that. It has been done several times, back and forth. Okay, what do I hear with my elven ears? There's a clicking sound, and that clicking sound is coming from the adjuster. Yep, we're out all the way. No change. God, I really want to open up that flap that says you will die if you open this. Because this is making me... I know there's things in here that I can deal with, but it also will void my warranty, which is extensive on these tables. But I think, as sometimes happens in products, because sometimes this just happens, sometimes you get a bum one. And that may be what's happened here. So, unfortunately, Jeeves. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm going to have to get in touch with our good friends over at Humanscale and figure out what's up with this table so that I can use it. That's I mean, at least I've got a desk now, but I'll probably have to take it apart in order to fix it, which means I don't actually have a desk yet. Oh well. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess this is a good time for us to thank the subs, because this has been Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Fry. Sometimes we don't get a satisfying end all the time, but we'll be back with this, and we'll give you an update on the table. I mean, you're going to see this in future regardless, and we'll get your information there. So let's just bring up our friendly and generous people here who were from learnbot.com/notifications. Hey, there we go. Let's go back to 2 hours ago. Can I start a new creative product? Good vibes. There we go. Okay. Everything terrible happened. And also there's lots of stuff happening in the in the chat right now. Okay. Thanks so much everyone for joining us here on Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Fry. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here with you while we do some assemblies of some nice looking fun assembly stuff and talk about it. If you'd like to purchase your own Humanscale table or your own chair or mouse arm or whatever, check out humanscale.com, and if you use the coupon code, which is, wow, I'm starting to migrate. This is never good. WFH25-LRR, you get 25% off until the end of January. I can't guarantee that the products will all the products will work out of the box. They will work out of the box for you, I'm sure. But I can guarantee you that their customer support team is top notch, because that's how we got started in this the whole time. But I want to thank those of you who are generous and give us your subscriptions over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You keep the lights on here and at many other places within the network. And of course, want to thank those of you who are kind enough to show your bits and subs here at the channel at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. Starting with, let's just go through, oh, whoa, there we go. Now I can read this properly. Let's start with, I'm gonna say, Houseboy23, subscribing for 22 months in a row. Thank you for your continued support. Hype for PPR tomorrow. Me too. Andy Status is a brand new subscriber. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for joining us. Andy Tonic, joining us for the 85th month. Hello, starting a new creative project, and I'm stressed. Good vibes in chat, please. I hope the project goes well for you. I hope it goes better than this. Kilara, 30 pounds is not the required amount of space of things on top of the table. 30 pounds is the lightest that it can, that it will not rise on its own. Gedisti, subscribed for 25 months. Thank you for your continued support. Enki1256 for 15 months. Thank you. Happy to have you still part of the channel. Gotta thank Old Man Johnson MB for those 50 months. Holy moly, thank you so much for that. Scratch Monkey, 30 months. Hello, Mr. Streamer. We gave you all the clues. Well, I used as many clues as I could. And I think we're going good there. Featherweight, 75 months. Yay, cards. I think I'm still in the magic stream here, but it's okay. We're going to keep going with it. Death Right Sharkman, subscribing for 23 months, saying woot. Megafly Craft, subscribing for 43 months. 43 months. I think that's the last time I went both to the dentist and to the hairdresser. Both. It's both. I need to get a dentist appointment. That's a good reminder. Thank you. Dr. Fox, 17, subscribing for 37 months. Dropping this now to alleviate the sub-train tomorrow. Thank you for that. Dr. McBoop, subscribing for 49 months. Cheers to you and your continued support. Bullseye, 3265, brand new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Hope you like what you see. Menotar, subscribed for 28 months. Thank you for continued support. And thanks to Sam Skunkworks for 80 months. Jeez, these are big, big numbers. Unnatural D20, subscribed for 16 months. Thank time is constantly moving. Make it stop. Oh God, please make it stop. Denny McGee, subscribing for 62 months. Thank you. Random Trivia, 8 months, ever forward, never learning. I have never related so hard to a stream as TTSF. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that and appreciate your continued support. The Green Monkey, 450. The Green Monster, 450. Green Monkey would be a good one too. 47 months, thank you. Too Many Knives, subscribing for 23 months. Instructions, sir, this is TTSF. Well, we had to go back to them a couple times. Hopefully never again. Chandra the Mind Sculptor, subscribing for 19 months. Thank you. Thanks as well to Dreamspan for their 37 months of subscription goodness. And thank you to Theo Francis for 8 months. Meowzuji, subscribed for 48 months. Thank you. And thanks to Gasland PL for 66 months. So many screws. Soul Ferrum, subscribed thanks to an anonymous gifter. Thank you both for that. And Mythos Magic, subscribed for 50 months. The big 5-0. Jesse Improved, subscribed for 60 months. I do like what I see here. Thank you. I like that people like this. The Masked Penguin is a brand new subscriber, though. Thanks for joining up to the stream. Edgar Ware, subscribing for 51 months. Cheers to you. SAUers, subscribing for 57 months. Thank you for your continued support. Me is Bored, getting that 43-month resub in. Thank you. Silty Roach is a brand new subscriber. Thanks to Bob Ninja Goldfish. Thanks to both of you. Chrono2X, subscribing for 76 months. I want to open the thing that would kill me. Me too. What a first sentence to come into the stream for. Well, yeah, that's par for the course here at the TTSF. Humanscale. Wow, I need to go away. Humanscale, grabbing a subscription. Thanks to the Merricat. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed this stream.
Could you try again?
No, Siri, I didn't ask you anything. Impact Driver, brand new subscriber, thanks to the Maricat. Thank you both. 56 bits from Xantos69. Remember, good customer service is more important than anything else with a product you intend to spend good money on. Good advice as well, and we'll keep you posted as to how this goes. And finally, Roadhog123 subscribed for 31 months saying, "A button!" Well, that's what we do here sometimes is we make buttons. Sometimes we push them, and sometimes the buttons just don't function the way you'd like them to. So that's it for Tinker Tailor Solder Fry for this week. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for, well, hopefully you'll get to see the table in action and you'll get to see something that we're going to put together, whatever it will be. I have not decided yet. I gotta get my parts in order for that. Yeah. Check out loadingreadyrun.com/live for all the great shows and links to everything else that we do. And we'll see you in a fortnight's time. We will not see you in Fortnite. I will never be in Fortnite. This has been Tinker Tailor Solder Fry. As we say every time, ever forward, never learning. And okay, is everybody still here? Because Heather's going to be mad at me, and y'all should be mad at me too, but I was just looking through the chat here, and Lord Zerk says, looking around on the internet, the only thing I found was that the issue was fixed it by pushing down hard on the table with the cable release pushed in. And guess what? Guess who doesn't need to talk to customer service, but something they definitely should put in that manual. Look at it! It goes up! It goes down! It's very difficult to do because I've got the crank turned up high. Let's turn it right down. And, nope. Come on. Stay in the hole. I'm excited now. I'm an excite man. Okay, there we go. Let's put some weight on top of there. Now, does it go up? And this is what's most joyful making to me. Is my biggest problem with standing desks is they never get high enough for this body. Well, look at that. Keyboard appropriately placed. Ian can now type, whoop, maybe just a bit higher. There we go. Ergonomically satisfying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely calibrate this to the whatever my desk stuff is gonna be on it, but this is extremely easy to lift and bring down. You know what? Let's do it properly. Let's bring that right down to minimum because we've got the minimum amount of stuff on there. Adjust to minimum. Release the thing, and let's pull it up. Whoop. And that's it. Yeah. Up and down. How easy is it to bring down when I'm sitting here? Pretty easy. Okay. Wow! Did not expect to have to deal with that at the end. Did not expect it to work, but I thought, well, you know what? Here's a... let's just try. Let's try, because if it works, it worked. That's a much more satisfying ending to this episode of Tinker Tailor Solder Fry. You know what? Maybe we'll just delete the last 10 minutes in the edit. No, that's what the show is about. Let's try. And we'll try anything. And we did try, and it worked. And now I have a desk. So happy to be back in an office again. Yeah. We'll see you next time on Tinker Tailor Solder Fry. Thanks again for joining, and thanks for hanging around till the real end. For real this time, good night, and see you next week. No, in a fortnight!